Exactly.
God damn, I hate softcore porn.
Yeah.
Such
So
a
much
tease.
filler.
Such a
never,
tease.
never show you a dick and
No,
never show
they
you a
can't.
vagina.
That's
Only
the
show you
first-
her titties.
That's the first thing you go to, bro? Never show you a dick?
Some...
Welcome back, everybody, to The Witching Hour, episode 6. And today, we got some special guests here. And they're here right now. Instead of the flaky Drake Bell, we have Eric and Jim, our good friends. And care to introduce yourselves, guys?
Well, who else we got here? We got Al.
Well, yeah, it's the
Well,
standard
well,
Witching Hour
standard.
crew.
Well, they
yeah.
figure
Well,
we're here.
They didn't hear us speaking.
That's true.
Hello.
Okay, yeah,
That's true.
Bro
We're
and
here.
Al are here also.
here.
Side note.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Hello, I'm Jim.
It's a goddamn lie.
anyone want to introduce themselves first?
Well, I mean, you nailed it.
All right, yeah.
Jim, what's your favorite color? Let's get that on the table.
A mix between
A mix.
red, like a salmon red, blood orange,
Okay.
and maybe like a turquoise green or like a blue green.
A mix between those would be like a ugly purple.
Well, I like
so
when they're
I'm not
together,
really.
though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Complementary.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what about you, Eric? What's your favorite color?
You know, the color of the moon on a lone, dusty night.
Yeah, nice like bone white.
Like a bone.
And bone marrow.
Any color that is bone marrow. Any colors in bone marrow.
Bro, can you get that light really quick?
Oh yeah, you gotta set the
Oh, yeah,
ambience.
Oh, we didn't.
The
do
audience
that.
can't
It
even
was
see
all-
us. Come on.
Yeah.
No, it's for
Ambiance.
us. It's for us. It's
now.
not for you people listening. It's for us. It translates.
Ooh.
See, all
We
of a
got some mood
sudden,
lighting going on.
Things are a little different now.
Mm-hmm. I feel my inner witch in me.
So anyways, so people know who these strange men on our podcast are. Jim is my friend and Al's friend, and Eric is my brother's friend. Just so you know who each of these people belong to.
Although I do.
Wow, Joe.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just setting the
they
boundaries
belong
right
to?
up.
Well, I would like to mention that I feel like
Who
me
they
and
belong
Jim
to?
are at least acquaintances.
I'd
didn't
like
say
to
it.
say
I
I'm
didn't
no
say
longer
you
friends.
Yeah, no, we definitely are.
I'd like to say I'm no longer
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
with any of the people at this table. So
That's
What
fine.
about me, asshole?
you're gone.
Yeah.
Then
You
you're
didn't
off the
stand up for me.
podcast.
You stood up for Jim.
Well,
you just stood up
that's
for
'cause-
Jim.
My man. No, Eric, you feel like a friend to me, but I'm just saying that's how
Wow.
we know each other. I
Okay.
met you through my brother.
Oh,
Different. That's a better way to put it.
But
That's
then
a
Eric's
better.
not
Now
my
I'm
friend
okay
because
with
I met
it.
him through Kevin.
Yeah, I'm friends with Kevin. That's great. That's
Well,
look where you
Kevin,
put me.
Kevin isn't here.
Exactly. That's a good thing.
Well, he might
Fuck
be.
Kevin.
He
Yeah,
might
fuck
be on here in
Kevin.
a couple of weeks.
Oh, what a great guy.
I've never met him.
Yeah. Well, why don't we get into a little bit about how each of us met?
How'd you meet?
Specifically,
How
our-
did you
our
and
specific-
Yeah. How did you guys meet? How did Eric and
It was
Al
Tell
come?
Kevin's
us the story.
birthday.
It's probably cute.
Kevin's birthday party. We were Six Flags.
Yeah, Six Flags, more fun.
So we went to Six Flags, and everybody got invited except our mutual friend Melissa.
I thought she got invited. She just couldn't come.
No, we had just all forgot to invite her. And then
Happens.
she saw all of us hanging out on Snapchat at Six Flags, and then called all of us to complain. And then yeah,
So that's how you met.
that's how we met.
Yeah. I remember Eric had a perm at the time.
I did not have a perm. My hair was fuller and curlier. Okay.
So like a perm.
I didn't. You go in to get a perm. You're not born with a perm. Okay.
Some people could be, maybe.
Okay. Well, he didn't go on any rides.
Yeah, I was afraid of rides back then. That was
just-
freshman year of high school.
Jesus.
He went on the trolley the entire time. He
Yeah.
went to a birthday party at Six Flags, and went on the trolley.
Not even the go-karts?
Not even the go-karts.
We didn't go to the go-karts.
Yeah, those cost extra money. That's why we never did them.
That's where they get you.
I don't think I've ever done them.
No, they're all right.
The only time I've
me
done
and Sarah
like
went on
go-karts
Oh,
was
yeah.
in Italy.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Yeah,
Italian
and they
Maserati go-karts.
They made them themselves.
Mario Kart.
Lawnmower motor. Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Damn.
Yeah,
That doesn't
Literally
sound like a lot of horsepower.
Lawn motor.
and lawn motor. Yeah.
They ran on pizza oil. And spaghetti marinara sauce.
All right. Okay.
I can say that because I'm Italian.
Yes.
Bro, you've denounced your Italianhood too much, okay?
Yeah, well, and he
I
was already
just-
he's
you
already
lost.
done it on an episode.
I just like saying the
Practically.
stereotypes is all.
That's fair.
Italy, the birthplace of fascism.
Great place.
But yeah, that's how me and Eric met, and we became friends a bit after.
Yeah. I'd
Took
say
a
so.
bit.
What happened? Was it like awkward at first?
Did you
Of
guys
course.
hold hands?
We
Were
were
you
like
guys
friends
always
with
like-
Kevin, and I was friends with Kevin, but we didn't. He didn't go on any rides.
So you didn't get to know
Red-
me until
red
later.
flag.
You
Around.
ostracized
Red
him for
flag,
that.
real big red flag.
I held your jelly beans.
I was really into jelly beans at the time.
Still are.
Still am. Can't eat them now. I have braces.
Mm.
But a lot of jelly
But
beans.
I held your jelly beans.
He did.
I didn't
You
even.
swallowed one of your braces tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
That
You want
happened.
to tell
He
us
swallowed
about
it.
that, Eric?
Talk about that. That's a good story. And it just happened, like, probably a couple hours ago.
But
All
the
right,
worst
he-
time.
Okay, he's,
Yeah, well,
chewing, he's chewing a
he's
Reese's right now.
Okay. So, I was eating some tropical mix, as I am known to do. And I ate something apparently a little too crunchy. And about a minute later, I'm feeling the inside of my mouth. I have these metal buttons on the inside of my mouth. And I'm like, one of those is gone. I ate it. Oh. So that's... If I'm ever on here again, you're going to get some updates.
Okay. Are you going to be going through your stool until you find it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least a couple movements.
You
in.
should be, like, putting it through a sieve or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hand
one time.
Calendar.
Okay,
Hand
no,
in
no, no,
for
no.
gold.
Okay, one time I swallowed a button when I was a kid. I
Okay.
swallowed a button whole, and they had to buy. My parents had to buy this like stool that I would shit in,
Oh.
and then they had to go through the stool to make sure I passed the button. Because if I didn't pass the button, it would have gotten stuck.
That's a
Right.
bad thing.
Right.
So my parents had to dig through my shit for a little bit,
Now you get to do it.
and now I get to do it myself.
Rite of passage.
Adult.
passage.
He's an adult.
I'm
Well,
truly
if you're
an adult.
lucky, it'll end up being like a peanut, and you'll be seeing it on the exterior of your turd.
I mean, those
Do
things
I-
are
what-
small.
Would I do it
though.
in the
Peanuts are small.
toilet? What do you think?
Colander.
Should I get one of
Colander.
those? I can't shit in a colander.
Buy
I have
a
to
colander.
I have to
No.
sit somewhere.
A bedpan.
You put the colander in the toilet.
No, I think he should just
Oh.
shit.
To
Hopefully,
his hand.
hopefully it's solid enough in the toilet, and just put your hand in the fucking toilet.
Just grasp it.
Free
Pick
ball
it up
that.
like you're
Grab the
grabbing-
log.
Grabbing a log. Yeah.
Pretend like you're
Easy.
picking up dough that you're about to lay out.
Like Play-Doh.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Play-Doh.
I could get a Play-Doh kit with those. With the
You can
squeezy
make it the
things.
hair.
Yeah,
Of like a little
the
doll.
We've been having that grape meme, like surgery on a grape. Now we can have surgery on a turd if you send us like Snapchats
Oh,
of that.
Bad meme.
You're all getting them.
Terrible meme.
Hey, I'll
One
admit
out of
it's
10.
terrible, but
Guess-
it's popular.
Guess what the thumbnail was, guys? Ooh, it's my shit.
That might
Mine is
end
my
up being the
shit's
thumbnail.
But it's artistically drawn, so you can't tell what it is until I explain it.
Abstract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could do that.
How did you meet?
Yeah, how did you guys
lovely
meet?
fellows?
Oh,
Well,
that
we
are
all
not my
went.
friends.
We all
These
went to
not-
the
these
same.
non-friends
We all
of
went
mine.
to the same preschool.
Yeah.
Mary Cita.
Or
St.
St.
Mary's.
Mary's.
Yeah, St. Mary's merry-go-round. Me
Yeah.
and Joey were in the same class, and what?
Why are you doing
Do we
that?
want to name drop St. Mary's?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's preschool.
All
You
right.
could just bleep it.
All right.
Whatever.
That would
Everywhere's
be
a
funnier.
everywhere's
right.
a St. Mary's.
All right.
I went
all
to.
right.
Yeah, it's Mary.
Yeah, it's St. Mary. It's
Mary, the
Mary
mother of
Guadalupe.
Christ.
There's Marys everywhere.
All right. All right.
Anyways, St. Mary's, and
Al and
Jimmy
I,
was in the other class.
we
Were
used
you?
to
Were
play-
you
Yeah, I don't think our schedules lined up. I don't think we necessarily
like?
knew
Did
each
you
other.
did you have nap time?
Oh man, yeah, definitely.
Because we didn't
We
have
didn't have-
nap.
I think we were
after.
morning.
Were we morning or
I
afternoon?
think we were morning.
You didn't get nap time?
No, we didn't get nap
No,
time.
I never had nap time because I don't fucking need that shit.
That's why they're fucked up.
That
Explain
Yeah,
why you're so
yeah.
fucked in the head.
probably why I don't
Um,
sleep.
I recall Al and I in preschool playing Crazy Bones.
Yes.
He came over one day.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I feel like we met through Garrett.
Definitely, but still very young.
Yeah, it was
Still
like
very
first
young.
grade. So
Yeah.
we were like 7. And I remember when I met you, I wanted to call you Jimbo, and you said, don't call me that.
I revoked that. You can call me that now.
No, I remember you just said you didn't like being called Jimbo. And I I remember Garrett told me that too. He's like, don't call him Jimbo.
Yeah.
Why didn't you like being called Jimbo?
I think just because at that point I had gotten it a lot, and I still get that shit. I got a lot.
Yeah, people call you that a lot.
Jimbo Slice. I kind of like that. So now I let it pass. But
Yeah, back then you didn't though.
yeah,
And
think
I
probably saw it
remember
as childish or something.
Yeah, and then I remember I went over to your house one day, and this was like in first grade, and you gave me the Pokemon CD for like playing Pokemon the card game on your PC. Do you guys remember that? It was like a tutorial thing.
Yeah,
that
it was a
taught
tutorial,
you,
yeah.
Taught you how to play it.
Like
and you had
back
an
on
extra
Windows
one, so
98.
you gave it to me.
Damn,
I remember that.
you've never told me that.
I know, I
Wow.
never brought it up.
Wow.
And I saved it for the podcast
Nice.
all these years.
Bringing tears to my eyes. Damn.
But that's my earliest memory of knowing you. Al, what about you?
I
think was Boy Scouts, but
I think, yeah, we knew each other from there, but I remember 5th grade specifically is when our friendship blossomed.
yeah, I was like 5th grade because of the one story, that one kid.
Logan?
No, not Logan.
I remember
the Polish
that
kid. I'm not gonna drop his name, but his mom was a supervisor, and it was me,
Oh my God.
you,
It starts with a Z.
Mike,
Yeah.
Nate, yeah, and you were on the end, right? You were on the very
Yeah, I was
end.
just next to,
Mike. Yeah,
yes, Mike.
it's hard when you just want to say the last name because everybody was named Mike because it was
Yeah,
the
like,
90s,
a lot of
Michael
people named
Jordan.
Mike.
That's why
Yeah.
everyone.
Well,
Mike
what's the
Tyson.
story? What's the
Okay,
get
sorry.
to the punchline?
I know, but we just feel like we're gonna keep saying because that's what we referred to him as. Anyways, well, they're both named Mike, so now I'm name dropping again.
Just call it
Anyways,
Z,
yeah,
the main.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
let's do that. So
Yeah.
we'll do we'll do that. So Z.
This is a terrible story.
No,
This is the worst story I've
We're just
ever
setting it
heard.
up. We're just setting it up.
I take a while to set up. Everyone knows that. He was making fun of Nate, and I didn't like that. I was friends with Nate. He was calling him a fatty, and I was like, yeah, okay,
So?
it happens, whatever.
Genetics,
So,
man.
to make Nate feel better, I whisper in his ear, I said, don't worry. He likes to suck on his mom's boobs and dick at the same time. Pass it on. So Nate passes it on
I remember
to Mike.
that.
Mike then passes it on to Jimmy, or was it like that, or
Something like that, yeah. Basically.
But like Mike was the one that ended up telling Z. So he's like, oh well, I'm gonna go tell my mom because his mom was a supervisor. So I'm like, go ahead, I don't care, don't make fun of Nate. Runs away.
He's gonna tell his mom that he sucks on.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
titties and
Yes, I know. That's why it was like 5th grade.
and
So
it's like he can dish it but can't take it. It's like
Exactly.
the exact,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Scrawny asshole.
he ran off, tells his mom. We all get called in, or we all get taken out of class by the assistant principal, and freaking, she's chewing us out. I remember Mike starts crying at one point. It's like, why are you crying? Stop crying. You're the reason why we're here, because you broke the rule of pass it on, and you actually told him. So, and then we all looked at Jimmy, and we're like, Jimmy, why are you here? You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You were literally just one in the chain.
Association.
Exactly.
I wasn't even aware of the whole entire situation either. I remember
Yeah.
the assistant principal. It was even like, I interviewed everybody except for you, and she pointed at me. She's like, I think the only thing that's fair is if I punish you all. I was just like, what? Why am I even here? Like, what even happened? What the fuck?
Yeah, you were just a person in the chain of pass it on. And,
Dude, I forgot about that game from elementary school. Pass it
Yeah.
on. You play Pass It On, Eric?
no.
We gotta pass it on to you.
Yeah.
Gotta play that
We-
shit.
we-
That
Here,
game.
like, here.
Let's do.
was
Let's
so-
wait. No, let's do a pass
so
it on
funny.
around.
All right.
Joe-
Sure.
Joe, you start.
like it's kind of like
It won't work. It's breaking the rule.
it's like telephone.
All right, what did we end with?
Well, that was just a game of telephone. This isn't passing
Well,
on.
the audience wants to know what we were passing on.
In suspense.
Joey said that Al sucks on his mom's titties.
Pass it on.
Pass it on.
Here's a good one.
That's basically what happened.
I love
That's
that.
the story.
I love the
That's
pass
what
it on
happened.
thing because it was just the perfect way to insult someone, and
Right.
except in elementary school, everyone like meant it. So they were really hurtful most of the time, and
Yeah.
it was like this person
Savagery.
It was raw
pisses their
emotion.
pants and drinks their own piss, pass it on. They're
Mm-hmm.
fucking weirdo. Don't talk to them. Pass it on. And
He's a skid mark kid.
pass it.
Goddamn skid mark kid. Pass it on.
What a
Pass it
terrible thing to be remembered.
Kids are
for.
evil.
Worse than adults. I'd say kids are worse than
I wonder
Saddam.
if kids these days play pass it on though.
I don't even know.
They just
Is
play
there an app?
Fortnite.
Is there a pass it on app? Because if not, I don't think they play it.
We
Yeah,
should
true.
go to an elementary school
And
like,
talk to some kids.
this week and talk to some kids.
Interview 'em.
Bring the microphone.
Hey, kids,
they,
get over
they know
here.
they know the songs. They know like Batman Smells.
Do they?
Do
whatever. Yeah, yeah. I heard my girlfriend's nephew sing it.
How old is he?
Does he?
10.
How many Fortnite dances does he know?
Probably
10.
I
All
don't
of
know.
them.
He likes PUBG. Apparently they have
He
it
likes
on the phone.
PUBG?
Yeah, on
He
the
must
phone.
be bullied at school.
Yeah, I heard it was on the phone. I can't imagine that would be pleasant to play at all.
No, but like kids love mobile. Kids love mobile. now.
Mobile's so fucking stupid.
Because their parents can't control what they do. Mm-hmm. They love it. Okay, I was in elementary school, and
You
this
got
kid
atomic
Jeremy. This kid Jeremy was sitting next to me. Nobody liked Jeremy,
Same with my school.
and he's wearing, he always wears this green shirt and like khaki pants. And we're doing this. I think we're doing a test, and Jeremy just leans over and says, "Hey Eric, I haven't changed my clothes in a week." And I just turned to him and I'm like, "What?"
See,
And then he literally just says again, "I haven't changed my clothes in a week." Great,
Dude.
Jeremy. I didn't need to know that.
dude, that was literally the perfect opportunity for you to go to another kid and say, Jeremy hasn't changed his clothes in a week.
Exactly.
Pass it on.
Yes,
Pass it on.
that is the game.
That's
That is
how
it.
it
That's
starts.
But it was for
That's how it
him.
starts.
But he was doing it to himself.
Exactly. Honestly,
you-
most
you pass
kids
it on.
where weird shit got passed around, they did it to themselves. They're like, I love the way dog shit smells. And then someone's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, Al likes the way dog shit smells. Pass
do.
it on.
It's a humiliation
And how it
fetish.
tastes.
Alex really likes hentai. Pass it on.
Hey, come on.
That happened
Come
to
on.
me.
Come on.
That happened to me.
Well, I mean, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so what's wrong?
But at the time, hentai wasn't as acceptable as it is nowadays. It's like
What year was it?
I feel like it's
this
still
was
not that
when I was like
acceptable.
7.
Definitely
Oh, you
should
liked
be
hentai at
ever.
7?
Who didn't? Well, how old
Oh,
was
you
I?
like-
7
wait,
or
wait,
grade
wait.
7?
How old was I?
How
in
did you
third
discover
grade?
hentai at age
know.
7?
Probably age. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I didn't even know what.
This
hentai
guy,
was.
I'm sure this guy,
Nah, it was
big
a
bro.
friend. It
Clear
was
my
my
search
friend.
history or something.
Like Arthur porn, DW,
No, I
Dress
was
up
in
dolls.
third grade. I was in third grade. Okay.
Family Guy porn.
Lois and
Lois and-
Stewie.
No, Lois and
Lois
as
on
a dog.
Oh, God.
His name is Brian, asshole,
Sorry, I don't.
and he
Stewie
died.
Brian.
So I have some
Oh,
respect.
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually?
yeah.
Yeah, they
but
killed
brought
him.
him
And hey,
back.
brought him back.
Oh, I thought you
back,
meant
so-
like that the voice actor died or something.
It's Seth
No, that's-
MacFarlane.
Even if, oh, I wish.
No, wait,
Damn.
does he doesn't
It's
voice
too
Brian.
bad.
Somebody else voices Brian.
No, he
Damn,
voices
okay.
Brian.
Thinking Joe.
No, I know Joe.
From Cleveland Brown.
All right, I don't want to talk about Family Guy anymore.
Okay, well, okay.
What are
when
you,
did-
a Neanderthal?
Yeah.
When did we all get into
I'm
hentai?
lowbrow.
That's,
Yeah,
that's a
okay.
great question. Third grade.
Third grade.
That feels young.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't see my first hentai until I was in at least like 5th grade.
Yeah, I don't think
How-
I was even
what's the
watching
age
regular
difference here?
porn then. Like,
Me and bro are 4 years apart.
Okay.
This is a very good
He
question.
took 2 years to catch up to you.
Good for him. Wow.
Still well earlier than him.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I was exposed to like regular porn, including hentai, I was definitely like 10 years old.
For
At
me,
least.
for me, it was like 5th grade when we got cable. Because
Oh, you didn't watch it on the internet.
No, I would be on Miniclip. I didn't understand the internet. I only knew
Brick
Flash
House
games.
Brick House.
Wait, so
Baby.
how did you watch it then?
Right.
On cable? Like
Yeah,
like
like-
Skinamax?
Like
type of,
it'd be like 11 at night, and you go to
cheap
like the
ones or free ones.
yeah the
premium channels.
When I was in high school, I used
Like
to watch
HBO late at
I
night.
used to
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
HBO late night
Yeah.
for the softcore porn.
yes exactly
God damn, I hate softcore porn.
yeah
so
Such a
much
tease.
filler.
Such a
never,
tease.
never show you a dick, and
No,
never show
they
you a
can't.
vagina.
That's
Only
the
show you her
first-
titties.
That's
Yeah.
the first thing you go to, bro? Never show you a dick?
Something I want to see.
POV,
Yeah,
point of
POV.
view.
I want to feel like I'm in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
I broke a chair.
That's fine.
The hentai guy.
Do you have any
Old
newer
fashioned
chairs?
here, man.
Is there a new chair? Yeah, there is. I'm going to swap your chair out.
Thanks.
our podcast is fat free.
Oh, okay. It's true.
It's good for you.
It's good
Very
for you.
nice. Borat 2.
Yeah,
No,
Borat 2 is
sir.
coming out.
Why, thank you.
See, I don't know if I even like started watching porn until 4th or 5th grade, and even then, like,
Well, I
When was
remember
it hentai,
being
though?
exposed
when
to
was
like
the hentai
the
introduced?
Newgrounds, like Flash
Oh, yeah.
porn games.
oh yeah,
Do you remember
like,
those?
dress this.
Dress
Dress
up,
up,
dolls.
and then you
Yeah.
just
Dress
take the
up
clothes
dolls.
off.
And there was
Yeah.
Brickhouse Betty. Some of them you just watch.
Oh, yeah, Brickhouse Betty. I forgot
That
about
one of
that.
then it was because one of my brother's friends did it on our computer.
Yeah, I remember. I,
Is that
I,
how
used
Alex,
to,
come
I used to
here.
watch.
No,
shit
I'm
at
in the
Garrett's
room.
house all
We-
the time.
I
on
share
his
a room with
computer.
my
We'd
brother.
like go
Oh,
on a bunch of random sites and like it'd just be like porn. And it was like
Yeah, because it was
whoa.
new at the time.
Yeah, being
too,
a little
like,
kid and seeing porn for the first time, you're like, whoa! And
It was
but
literally
like,
an age of discovery.
but like your dick is telling you that you want to see more of this.
Right.
Because at first you're like you're like this feels wrong,
Mhm.
but then you're like, I like this.
Yeah, you vomit when you
feels
see a
wrong in all
titty.
the right ways.
Yeah, if you're my brother, you see a titty and you throw
When
up.
I was in, I think, 6th grade, I went over to my friend's house, and he had a computer in his living room where we were playing video games. And I was like, oh, I want to go on Club Penguin. I was like, I got to go on Club Penguin. So I went on his computer, and I typed in clubpenguin.com, and I was showing him, and he was like, wow, this is really cool.
R34.
No, I was just on clubpenguin.com, and I was like, oh, I got to go pee. So I go to the bathroom, and then his mom walks in, and I'm just in the bathroom, which is like one wall adjacent. And his mom just starts yelling at him, how could you let a guest go on an unregistered site? I did not allow you to go on this website. I'm sitting there just like hearing all of
the
it. I'm like,
toilet.
oh, fuck.
So she was mad about Club Penguin.
She was mad about Club Penguin.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you guys went on like porn.
We didn't even go on
no.
porn. It was Club Penguin.
Dude.
Club Penguin porn.
I wish.
Penguins
That's
are
Just trying to hide
just
something.
strict. I mean, back then
What?
though,
She was trying to hide something.
What do you mean?
Was this in the height of Chris Hansen's?
oh my god.
6th grade. I don't know.
Could have gotten lured.
I
Yeah,
wish I
through
was,
Club
man.
Penguin,
Come on.
yeah.
I'm sure
It's
there was.
possible.
Oh yeah, it had to be.
Rumors.
Well, no, think anywhere there's a kid, there's a pedophile. That's just how it is.
True. True.
Sadly.
Or not, sadly, if you're a pedophile. But we don't support those
What do
here.
you think? What's the pedophile to kid ratio in America? What do you think it is?
Oh god.
Dude,
Three
you can't
pedophiles to one
possibly
kid.
know that because there's so many like closeted pedophiles.
Okay, what about let's say
Exactly.
registered pedophiles? Registered, like they've been found out.
Oh, 12 to 1.
I mean, there's that website
12 to
you can
1?
go on the
12
map
pedophiles
of,
per
like,
child.
sex offenders.
Watchdog or
Yeah,
whatever.
Watchdog or some shit. See all the pedophiles and sex offenders that live around you.
Oh, crazy! The principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Yes.
Yeah.
registered
Yes.
sex offender.
Yes. Yeah.
He had
I remember
He's-
child
he
porn.
doesn't get hired anymore
He almost
because of
got Pee Wee Herman in trouble because they were going after all the Hollywood guys.
Oh,
Interesting,
yes.
bro.
Full
He-
circle. Full
he
circle.
Was not
He wasn't.
convicted.
He wasn't.
Pee Wee Herman's innocent.
Okay, so I
And I'd
actually
let
I
them watch my future kids.
I know a lot about this. So what they
trust
found,
him.
he went to court. What they found in his basement was a bunch of vintage
Photographs.
like muscle men, but some were nude and some were underage. They were,
But they were old.
but they were old. It wasn't
back
like
then
he
it
took
was
the photo.
tasteful.
Yes,
Tasteful.
Yeah,
exactly.
it wasn't seen as like obscene or like
Exactly.
as inappropriate.
And then
There's
they
such a
found little
creepy
boy's
tasteful
anus
nudity.
blood on the ground.
Free Pee Wee.
He's not in
He's,
jail.
no, he's fine now.
Well, let's still free him.
Let's start a
Keep him free.
Go fund me. Go fund me.
Keep Pee Wee free.
Eric, how old were you when you first saw porn?
I want to say it was like 3rd or 4th grade. I got my own laptop, which was just a major just downward spiral for me. But I used to do it on the family computer.
Nice.
Yes, I feel like
Nice.
everybody did that.
Start
Yeah.
with the family computer.
You remember the paranoia of having to clear your search
That's
history.
the
Over
part
your
of the
shoulder.
exhilaration, though.
Yeah,
is
no,
the
it
fear,
is.
like,
It's like
I think I think I remember my parents
Every
installed
creep in
like
the
a
house.
thing that would like blank out websites if it found like certain words on it.
Mm.
Sex, porn, whatever.
Gangbang.
So I found a way around it.
Gangbang.
If you type in the name of porn stars into Google Images,
Jenna Hayes.
you can still see naked women.
Right.
Oh.
Crafty. I'm crafty.
And that's what I do to this day.
Okay.
Who's your favorite porn star? Like, what were some of the ones at the time that you remember? certainly they have
I
not
don't
escaped.
remember. They've escaped me.
Do you know who Lisa Ann is?
I don't like
Everybody
Lisa
does.
Ann. I
Name.
don't like
I
Lisa
know.
Ann.
No, I just want to make
Everybody
sure.
knows.
Everybody.
She's the biggest star in
I've
America.
said this
yeah.
before. I'm going to go down archived on this podcast saying this. If you're a man, you know who Lisa Ann is. And if you say you don't, you're a fucking liar. Because literally everybody knows who
Dude,
she is. She's
we
like,
saw
Do you know
her.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Do you,
Sorry, why?
me, Jimmy, and Joey were at like a video store, and we went to the adult section.
Yeah, she had a lot of videos.
A lot of videos.
Did you buy any?
I've never.
I thought about buying that. There's a Harry Potter spin-off for porn. Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
You wanted
Yeah.
to see if it was close to the book adaptation.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to see Hagrid.
Was that like Family Video?
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
was
was
family
It's
video.
Family
Had
family
the
video.
porn
They all have
Yeah.
They all do.
That was
all
like
of them have a porn
3
section.
years
That's
ago.
wild.
section.
You have to like ask, and there's like a wall that they open up
Yeah, it's like
to
a
let you in,
whole-
and then
yeah,
they close
area.
you in.
Yeah.
Well,
My brother
I
used to work
agree.
at one, and there were just some fucking freaks that would go in
Oh,
there. I'm sure he met
Yeah,
you, Joe.
yeah, you probably saw me in there. I'm one of those freaks.
Harry Potter.
They would spend so much time in there. They would like look at it and like read the plots and stuff, and then like not rent anything and walk away.
Just the oh,
I mean, that's
God.
what
Yeah,
we
and then
did.
they would
Synopsis
think about it
is enough
afterwards.
of
We
a-
didn't read. We went in
I
and we
was looking
laughed.
at
We
it.
saw Lisa Ann, and we're like, "No way! I know her."
Okay, wait. When did you get caught? When's the first time you got
got
caught? Have you ever been caught?
I don't think so.
No, I've never been
Yeah.
caught.
You've never been caught.
Have you been caught? If you have a story.
Oh
please
no,
tell.
I've
got-
been
I
caught.
got
I've been
caught.
Let's
caught.
hear
I
it.
never got.
I've
You
caught.
got caught?
never
What
got
was it?
really.
What was it?
I looked up Katy Perry boobs on Google Images, and I just wanted to enlarge the image because it does the preview. It accidentally took me to a page, and I got a Trojan horse virus.
Oh my god!
And then me and my mom and dad had to have a talk.
Seriously?
Yeah, they never told. Oh
No,
that
I
makes
never heard
sense. They
about
respect
this.
our privacy.
That's
Respect my
hilarious.
Yeah.
And what'd they say to you? They say
They're like-
porn is bad. The devil. The
No, they're like,
devil
it's
is
fine.
very
It's
tempting.
just you gotta be careful with what you click on.
Oh.
Did Dad
sweet.
give you? Did he recommend any sites?
Yeah, he's like,
After mom leaves, yeah,
he's like,
slips you a piece of
UJust.com.
paper.
It's my favorite
Yeah,
site.
you just stuck.
These are the safe ones.
I'm always on
Virus
UJust.com.
free,
Don't
virus
worry.
free.
Oh my God.
They upload hot new vids daily.
I like cam sites too. Interactive nature of them.
Dude,
Do I have to pay?
I would love to be a
You
cam
can tip.
boy.
You can tip, but
A cam boy?
there's a
I
lot
want to
of
be a
free
cam
ones.
boy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a cam boy.
I want to be a cam boy.
I want to be a
Girlfriend
cam
is
It's
man.
such
remember-
easy money.
Do you remember?
What is it called? Flat roulette, chat roulette.
Yeah, chat roulette.
Chat
And
roulette.
I
Oh,
showed
wow.
my dick
Yeah, to
because
those girls.
they said they were gonna show us their titties.
They were attractive.
Did
too.
they?
No, they didn't.
But they saw his package.
Did they take a screenshot?
Did they laugh?
They could
They
have.
might have a. Your dick might be out there, dude.
This was in like 2010.
I have nothing to hide.
Those was, yeah.
Were they laughing at you?
Yeah, probably.
I remember we turned away, so
Yeah,
could
you
do
guys
it.
did too. 'cause
Being
it wasn't Dave there too. Dave
Yeah,
did that
Dave,
later.
yeah.
Later, Dave did that as well.
Yeah, he has
actually.
no shame for doing that shit.
I don't give a shit
Oh,
if my
no.
dick's on the internet.
Not at all, especially to like, yeah.
That's what I say.
Women.
You know how people put the post-it note over their little
Oh, yeah, I
webcam?
do.
on?
Yes.
I don't give a shit if the government or some hacker wants to see
You
some
masturbate?
images of me fucking
Yeah.
yerking
Well,
it.
yeah. It's just your blank
So
stare at a computer.
Yeah,
Just,
like mouth wide open. Like,
Yeah, it's just me like.
I see. They also have like little sliding mechanisms that you put over it that you can like literally
Yeah.
slide a piece of
All
plastic
right,
over it when you want to use it.
computer. Let's just have a little bit of a break. I need some alone time now.
Poor computer.
It's like the scene in Buster Scruggs. when
Has
he
anyone else been
goes around
caught?
the
well, I didn't
computer
get caught, but my dad
I know you
found
haven't seen
something on our computer. It wasn't me. It was either my brother or one of his friends. They were looking up like
Couldn't have been your
Tub Girl or Two Girls One Cup, whatever the video was at the time. So of course,
quality erotica.
yes, of course,
Yeah,
like
those are
the
good
worst
videos.
possible crazy. things at the
Listeners, if
time.
you don't know what Tub Girl or Two Girls One Cup is, look it up. You will not be disappointed.
Google is your friend.
So he had a separate conversation with both of us. He's basically like, don't go on those sites. You're gonna ruin your computer.
And your brain.
Well,
You become
kind
impotent.
of stuff like that. It's like you don't need that
Half
shit.
chub.
Go do something else. Go play video games.
Go get some
It's
pussy.
like-
Don't be a friggin' soy boy virgin.
No, he didn't say that. He just said, "Don't do that. You'll end up alone." I don't know.
Damn.
Stuff like that.
Oh,
It was like he was really harsh about
Your
it.
dad said that?
Yeah, he said stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because he was probably thinking of someone
Yeah.
when he said it. He was thinking of a friend of his.
That's
or
fair. That's
something.
fair.
I don't know if I ever explicitly got caught. I can remember 2 times. This one time I was at Donald's house and we were drawing. And I drew like a woman in front of a mirror, like spreading her labia, and like
Minora or
forgot it.
Majora?
I love those
I'm not
drawings
sure.
that you make.
All of them.
He makes the most erotic drawings.
Yeah.
Like you would not believe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Toucan. I think I put it like, I can't remember where it ended up. I think maybe
Under
on
his
like
pillow.
I think so, like on the side of his bed actually to hide him. And his mom found it and like confronted him about it. And he told me that. And like I went over there afterwards and she said something to me. Like she basically said something to me.
You're a great artist.
Basically, she actually did appreciate the art. She
Right.
said like,
Was
for
she
art,
great
it's
at
not
Well,
art?
she
just-
was an
said,
artist
"You're
herself. She was an
deranged."
artist
Did-
herself.
did-
That's
did you-
why.
did you say, like-
appreciate-
no,
Oh God.
but she was supportive of the art. I think maybe what got her was the raunchiness of the labia grab,
The graphic.
the graphic nature.
Yeah.
Didn't
the
you say
roast
good.
beef.
you had one, Eric?
oh yeah.
I have one too, actually. I didn't get caught. It was a close call. I got a really bad virus on the family computer.
Oh,
one
is this
day.
when you told Dad it was from LimeWire?
No. So, well, kinda. So what happened was I got one of those. I don't know if you guys have ever had ransomware.
Oh
virus,
shit.
And it was one of those things where they
Yeah.
pretend they're the FBI.
Yeah,
and they
that's what happened to
essentially
me.
lock your screen, and they want you to do a money pack, which is like just untraceable cash, and send it to them, and they'll unlock your computer.
Right.
And so I got pissed off because I was like, fuck you. I'm not going to fucking pay you. I'm going to figure out how to get rid of this virus myself because I was like 19.
Right.
And so, but I waited a little bit, like a day, because I did a lot of research trying to figure out like what
Right.
software I needed to get rid of it. And so my parents were like trying to get on the desktop, and I'm like, just give me like a couple hours. I gotta get rid of a virus. And they're like, what happened? I was like, oh, I was just downloading some music.
I remember when this happened.
But it's
I
really
said-
porn.
It was porn.
Porn.
I don't know, man.
You
I
downloaded
clicked something.
porn?
I clicked something.
Yeah,
Well, it
you know what
happens.
happened.
Well,
I
yeah.
clicked something. I think
That
it
This
was
was probably
from
before.
pop-ups.
Was it
honestly.
before
It wasn't like
ad block?
YouTube.
It was before ad block. We didn't have ad block, and
I
I
wish
don't
I had a
think I was
PSP.
necessarily downloading anything, but I clicked something.
I remember you telling me about this
Yeah,
when it happened.
and I said it was from trying to download music illegally, and they didn't give a shit that I like torrented music and software. all the
yeah, my
time.
parents didn't care about.
No,
it.
this was after LimeWire.
Yeah,
I
way
used
after.
I used a program called BitLord, but it wasn't on that computer. That's how I got Adobe Premiere Pro on my
Oh, yeah.
computer. And so I used to use that, but I didn't have that on the desktop. This
Right.
was just from clicking
Oh,
some
okay.
shit. But they believed that I was downloading music, but it was from watching porn. But then I figured out I got rid of the virus, and they were none the wiser.
Now you just stream, right? You don't download.
No, I don't. I haven't
Okay.
tried downloading. I do have a story from LimeWire. I was like 14, maybe 15. I had LimeWire on the family laptop, and I was trying to download porn, and I got a bad virus on there.
I remember
too.
you telling me
Yeah,
about
I've
that
told you
one.
about that. That was from trying to download porn. We've all been there. Anyways,
Speaking
Eric,
of all, Eric.
I had my own laptop in middle school, and it was just bad. Just not a good thing to give a middle schooler. Free
Sticky
unlimited
keys.
access.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, over the summer I would just like hang out in the basement, play video games all day, and then sleep in the basement, and then wake up and play video games.
Yeah.
That's
You
nice.
know,
Truly the
good
life.
old,
Take a
yeah, good
break,
old middle school type.
watch porn.
Exactly.
The life.
So one time I was watching porn late at night on my laptop, and
Volume up.
no volume, no nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and my parents
I go.
were coming down.
Laundry.
So I think they were literally trying to catch me watching porn, which is fucked up. Like, why would you just let your kid do that? Like, why would you want to walk in on that?
Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. So I
God.
I had enough time to pull up real quick, but I didn't have enough time to close anything on my computer, so I just closed it.
Right. Just slam it.
Sound is still going.
No, the sound was fine. But my
said
parents
no
came
sound.
down and said, "What are you doing in your laptop?" It's like, "Oh, just like looking at like YouTube videos. Like, it's fine." And they're like, "We're taking this. Open it."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "No." I was just like, "No, like, no, like." Were you looking at something wrong? And they like had to like sit me down and like have a talk with me, and I was like, "Come on, like."
How did they know that's what you were doing?
Because I just wouldn't let them see my laptop.
Like regularly, like it was a pattern, and this time it just like broke. They called you on it
Well, I mean, they did install software on their desktop computer.
to see what you're doing.
Yeah, so
That's
I guess
insane.
it was a pattern, which it's like I don't know, like
That's a lot of trouble to go through to just catch your son watching.
Well, you
porn.
don't want your children to sin.
That's true.
Watch some goddamn porn.
Well, these
That's very true.
asshole
Devil.
parents nowadays don't they're pissed off because we got porn at just a flick of a fingertip. They had to go to weird theaters or buy expensive magazines.
Through the generations before us, think about what they whacked off to. Seriously, like
Some Harry
Images
Gucci
in
is what they were.
magazines.
It's like
Like
that
legs.
episode of South Park where the internet is gone and they're like just drawing pictures of boobs to jerk off to.
oh,
Honestly, though,
That's probably how it
That
was.
is basically-
Honestly, it's probably what I would
Screwing
do.
holes into the girls'
What else
locker
is there?
room.
You could make
No.
a lot of money just drawing your erotic pictures, Jimmy.
yeah.
oh yeah, in like
my
middle
medium would
school,
be,
you would like be like
DS's. The
Yeah, PictoChat.
PictoChat, yeah,
PictoChat.
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 It's my medium.
Clubhouse games. We could do a whole podcast on Clubhouse games.
Not even play the game, just use the chat function.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That is.
That's what we do.
Actually, speaking of that, do you guys want to talk about the most fucked up thing you've ever drawn?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to start?
How about you, buddy boy?
All right, my most fucked up thing I've drawn. I mean, you guys have probably seen like all the fucked up shit I've drawn. You know, I like to draw my SpongeBob pictures, especially
Right.
mostly through PictoChat.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, and Clubhouse Games, which is another Nintendo DS game, and it's basically the same as PictoChat, except you can draw in colors, and you're chatting with all your friends. And so I had Clubhouse Games, and I would always make all my friends, so like everyone at this table, pretty much, maybe not Eric, has played Clubhouse Games. And
I haven't.
dude, you know what? We're gonna change that tonight. And so I would always ask people to play Clubhouse Games with me, and it was to hardly ever play the games. Basically, I just did it so we could draw, and you know, when I think it's a guy thing, because it's like as soon as you have this like virtual setting and you have the ability to draw, it takes like 2 seconds before somebody draws a dick.
Yeah.
And that's how it starts.
It's powerful.
And so Garrett and I used to play Clubhouse Games a lot when I'd go up to his lake house. And so I remember one night it was just me and him, and we were playing Clubhouse Games. We're just drawing a bunch of like dicks and shit. And I used to be like, all right, don't draw anything for a while, because I like to make like a 3-panel,
Right.
like long and
triptych.
drawing. Yeah, a triptych. Yeah, and so I drew SpongeBob a lot, and so this time I drew SpongeBob, and it was like a black background, so it's like him in the dark, and it's him just like the view is like looking up at him, so he's like staring down at you, and he's butt ass naked, and you see his little sponge wiener. And he is staring at you in the dark, and he's just saying, "I'm ready." and Garrett, I remember after that, we went to sleep later, and the next morning he told me that straight up gave him a nightmare.
Damn.
Maybe I'll draw it again. If we play Clubhouse Games, Eric, I'll draw it.
Maybe that should
Oh
be the
my
thumbnail with the
God.
blurred out cock.
Maybe,
Jesus.
if you're lucky.
I hope
Oh
so.
my God.
Rip Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. creator of SpongeBob. Eric, what's the most fucked up thing you've ever
I gotta
drawn?
think about it. I'm more of a 3D medium type of guy.
What have you sculpted? That was the most obscene thing.
Let me think about it.
Alright,
Let's
fine.
let's-
Bro.
So, I think it was more fucked up for the location that I drew it in. I was in seminar with my good friend Tito, aka David, but we're just sitting around. And he like drew me a picture of like me sucking a cock, and I laughed. I'm like,
Yeah, well,
That's the best. That's like a perfect way to insult someone.
yeah, he's like, hey, Alex, and then he pulled up a picture of me, and he's
Was
like,
it good? Was it?
oh yeah,
did
it
look
was
like
pretty
you?
good. Yeah. I'm like, all right.
Shading?
He didn't go that into
Okay.
detail. It was pretty much like what Bro sent me that one
my
time. It's you
God.
and me. And
Oh
then,
yeah, I do that every time on Clubhouse games.
Yeah.
You do.
I draw
Yeah.
a picture of like just a very shitty like quick like 2D
Stick person.
Stick
yeah, stick
face.
figure. Yeah.
like just a face, and they're smiling with their eyes closed and their tongue is out, and then I
Just
draw a
cock.
really detailed dick spraying blood onto their tongue, and I have a point. I have words and it says you, and it's pointing to the face, and then me.
Me. To the cock.
Actually, sometimes I don't even have
Yeah.
me. It's mostly just
You.
to point at you. Taking
And so that's
blood
what it was like to
from
me. And so
your
I'm like,
mouth.
all right, Tito, I'll reciprocate
play your
a
game.
picture. And so basically, I drew him showing me the picture while he's jerking off under the desk. And this was all in seminar. And
And
I
then the
passed it to him.
teacher took it,
No, he walked by. Luckily, I hit it. But
and then the teacher had a talk with you.
no, he
teacher
didn't,
didn't
see
see
it.
it.
He didn't see it, but it was a close
can
call.
you draw me more of those?
No, I don't. I hope you wouldn't.
Do you
ask for that.
do any requests?
Do you need a model?
But yeah, I guess that's the most fucked up thing.
Okay.
Besides a really detailed gun that got turned into a penis.
I turned it into a.
I thought
a
Garrett.
I turned it. You drew a shotgun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a show of
It was
force.
so funny.
That was
Well,
just-
Hannah shouldn't have crossed me.
You were trying to tell her to do her move in Clubhouse games, and so he did the shotgun. He was like, "Go," and he drew a shotgun, and then you can copy and paste
Yeah.
all these things. So I copied his drawing, and then I drew a dick coming out of the barrel of the shotgun,
I remember that.
and then that became like it's like memes happening.
Yeah,
we were
in there,
adding
because
to it.
everybody starts
Yeah,
copying.
like
exactly.
a tactical laser dot after
Yeah.
that, like on the.
It was so
Literally, you just take a picture and you keep adding on to it.
yeah.
And
That
like
shit
so,
was so fun.
I
It
can't
is.
draw for shit. So I can't really think of the.
I've seen you make some weird drawings. Though.
Yeah, probably. But if it's through PictoChat or
Just
whatever.
on paper. I've seen you make some weird paper drawings, man. You drew like a fucking weird like monster thing.
Oh
once,
yeah.
remember.
Oh, I would draw.
That was kind of weird.
Oh yeah, I drew this weird thing. It was like a hand. Well, I mean, I was under the influence. I drew a hand.
What?
God.
Never mind.
It's not weird.
It's incriminating.
God.
So I drew a hand, and so it had like fingers and stuff, but like,
As a hand would have.
and then, except coming out of the top of it, there was a guy, and he had like a helmet on, but like it was like the old German helmet with the, the point on the top, like the Kaiser
yeah,
helmet.
yeah.
And he's like, "Death to all our enemies." So that one's saying that. Then another one's saying, "I don't know what's going on right now," and it was like an alligator-looking thing. And then there was another head to it, and it said it was an elephant face, and he's like, "Please kill me." and then I wrote and titled it. I called it "The Hand of Fate."
And then you drew a guy in the corner fucking jerking off with a tiny chode cock.
No,
Soda
no,
can dick.
no. That's like one of the most messed up. I still have it.
Saved
mo-
it.
Thumbnail?
Yeah.
I'll have to dig it up. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
You showed me that, and you're like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah, because I just had to keep drawing.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Oh, I get that. Jimmy, what's the most fucked up thing you've drawn? I can think of a few strange things you've drawn.
First thing to come to the top of my mind was probably about freshman year on PictoChat as
Yes,
well.
I think
of-
we're thinking the same story.
of specific.
One of our friends
yeah.
fucking another one of our
It was pretty damn good though.
It was a
It was
good
good.
ass
It
drawing.
was
I remember
gorgeous.
people took
Yeah.
pictures of
Yeah,
it.
it
on
was
their
good.
And that's
phones.
ultimately how other people found out about it
Yeah,
because of
and it
somebody's
got-
negligence. with
Yeah,
it.
some idiot.
Oh, they found out?
Yeah, they
because he
did.
showed
Showed
somebody,
it to
yeah.
What happened?
No big
It
deal,
really wasn't a
but-
big deal, actually.
It was just
That
that
makes
they were just
everybody
weirded out.
uncomfortable.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
thought it was weird.
No regrets.
It was
It was
funny. It was funny in the
hilarious. I
moment.
was
Exactly.
dying.
Like
you
looking
put-
back now, it's
yeah.
a little fucked up, a little
Yeah.
objectifying, but it's what is childhood with
pick-
it?
it's PictoChat.
It was a-
exactly
It's funny.
It was a beautiful drawing.
It was good. It was good.
Areolas were on point. It was
It
good.
was doggy style, right?
Oh yeah. In the first frame. I think there was multiple frames.
Yeah, there
There was several.
There was
was
one
several.
particular one that stood out. But
Yeah.
other than that,
Did anyone take Clubhouse games into the bathroom that night?
What? No, it was PictoChat.
Oh yeah.
Pick
Well,
the
did they
chat,
take it
yeah.
in? Did they take their DS into the bathroom?
No, you
No,
couldn't.
you get locked out of the room. I think if you leave
If
the
you
area.
disconnect,
Yeah.
you leave.
All right.
I don't remember.
Why are you
I
looking
think that's how it
at, why are
worked.
you looking at me like
Oh,
that,
what?
Jimmy?
No,
Like you
it was just. I think it's funny.
She was just awkwardly looking at Alex and then away and then at Alex. It's really good.
Stop. Don't raise
You
your
kind of
eyebrows
just had to
at
be
me.
here.
Yeah, sorry guys. You're here, but not really.
other than that, I've drawn some fucked up things, not some non-sexual fucked up things. I remember in your garage once I drew something on a cross. I can't remember exactly.
Oh
I can't
yes.
remember the details.
Oh
it might
my
have just
God.
been like a fucked up
Yeah.
caricature kind of thing. Like,
Like a thumb.
No.
how's that?
No.
Spy
from
Kids.
No,
Spy
not
Kids.
Spy
Basically looks
Kids.
like
Oh,
5 cocks.
Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, no.
What?
No.
I forgot what you drew.
Some like ghoulish
Yeah.
creature probably.
Mm, I
Well,
don't remember.
I didn't make it. But in 7th grade, we had a 3D art class, and we all had to make wire trees. And I was like, "Ooh, I'll be artistic. I'll make it like an optical illusion, and when you look at it in one place, it'll like all come together." No one gave a shit about that. No, what everybody cared about and what everybody was crowded around was this one kid. He made a tree, made a branch coming out, and he made a little noose. Grew up in a
Suburbs of
southern
Chicago.
community in Illinois.
Okay.
So it's a little noose. There's just a black man hanging from the noose.
Oh my god.
They gave him like a little piece of like watermelon holding on.
Oh, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
It was bad.
This was 7th grade?
This was 7th grade.
Oh God.
It was in class. It's not like this was like
Was the teacher like, "Oh, that's pretty good, kid"?
the teacher walked by and literally was like, "Oh, that's a pretty good," and then she just said, "Take that off. Take that off right now."
This was on a computer? Did you?
No, 3D, a
Wireless.
wire.
How
He
Fuck
made it.
He went through the effort to make
To make
a
it-
lynching. What the?
A lynching
tree.
lynching
fucked
tree.
up, man.
He does that,
Damn.
and the most fucked up
Is he in
part,
prison now?
he didn't get in trouble.
What?
They didn't. They were just like, "Take that down. That's inappropriate." Oh, okay.
Damn.
Wow.
I thought you were gonna say you like turned the tree into like
Into
a giant
cock.
dick.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
definitely. In,
No,
I was
I was
thinking
expecting
dick.
a phallic.
You know
shape
what?
in there.
No.
As soon
Yeah.
as I
That
heard
would've been
tree,
a-
I was thinking that.
Wow.
Well, once I heard rope, I was
Well,
like,
this
Yeah.
guy, this
Well,
guy's
well,
racist.
Yeah.
Well,
this
I
guy,
mean-
Al.
The dick.
Well,
would've
I
been a
mean,
good ta-
it didn't seem
Definitely.
like it was
Like
gonna
an
go
ant dick.
anywhere else.
And
I mean, it was
porn.
in class. so-
Groot.
It was in class.
I know.
That,
yeah,
it blew my
that's-
mind.
And then you said Southern, and then that's
yeah.
there was enough to infer where it was going.
In my sculptures and ceramics class, I'm pretty sure every dude made a cock out of clay when we got into that clay unit.
Well, the best part is you make it out of clay, and then a teacher comes by and you just go,
Yep.
"It's gone. No more cock."
It's Squidward.
Yeah. I call it bold and brash.
Well, I like to draw lions a lot. You know, I have that special lion drawing I can make, and it basically just looks like a cock and balls, but
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
lion's face.
Like, what's her name?
Yeah, like you have the story.
Sixth
of
grade.
someone
Okay, so
drawing that.
sixth grade, we're all we're all drawing on the whiteboards because the teacher was out of the class, so we're all drawing like silly stuff on the board. And so this one girl, the way she draws, our mascot in middle school was a lion, so she's drawing the lion. So it draws the eye, the other eye, goes down for the nose, long, brings it back up, does a little dash, because you know how cat noses are.
Yeah.
And then the teacher comes back in, okay, sit down, class, and she's like erasing the board, then sees it. Who drew this? Who drew this?
Oh, because she didn't finish.
Yeah.
No, she didn't finish. She didn't get to finish, so it's just a dick.
And she was genuinely trying
Yes.
to draw a lion.
Yes.
Well, the funny
'Cause
thing
that's-
is,
that's
if
how she
you,
drew 'em.
If you finish it, it actually will look like a genuine cartoon lion.
Yeah.
But it's also a dick,
Yes.
and that's why it's
Subliminal.
perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect crime.
It
I
is.
remember in high school, in my history class, at the end of the year, we had the textbooks that came with the class. We didn't buy them, so they were in the class. They're going to stay in the class for the next year. And we had pretty much the whole day to ourselves, so me and my friend Mike just and Ryan, we all just drew cocks and balls all over the textbooks on the insides.
Wow.
And I'm hoping someone was pleasantly surprised when they saw it.
That's where taxpayer money is going.
It's public schools. What do you expect?
True.
Bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
rapscallions.
When you would get the book and you could just draw on it.
Yeah, before you had to spend $300 on it.
Right. You get like the book that everyone's used, and then you look and be like, all right, who's used it? And then
Oh, the
you-
names.
yeah,
Oh,
you
names
write
are
in the
in there.
beginning. Yeah.
I think I had my
could see
bros
that.
It's
book
like-
once.
You probably did. And saw all the penises I drew.
Yeah,
like
and
you
then
see
your
the
own
legacy
face
before you.
sucking them. Oh, we'll take that out.
What?
You sucking all those penises that you drew?
No, we can leave it in.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
It's a bit.
He's making up something.
Yeah, I'm trying to
It's a
incriminate
lie.
my brother because he's an asshole.
All right.
I got lost in the.
Penises.
Yeah, I always do.
Do you think every guy feels the need to draw a dick?
Yes, it's in our
It's-
code.
Or is there or do we all just have that Jonah Hill disease from Superman?
I
You
think.
feel the need
I
to draw a
think
dick.
there's like evidence out there that even the cavemen did it.
I was
Really?
thinking
Yes,
about that
yeah.
just now.
There was like, no, seriously.
I know it's
Because we as
like archaeologists. Oh, it's Neanderthals drew in this cave. They're cave paintings, and it's just dicks everywhere.
It's just the male
cusp of
instinct to just laugh.
Civilization.
Just laugh. I don't know. I don't think it's a power thing. I don't think it's like.
I don't draw
You don't
it for
think it's
power. I draw it 'cause I
toxic
think
you don't
it's
think it
fucking
started as like a
hilarious.
power thing? I think it's
Exactly.
funny now, but I think like I don't know, like
You think it in the
like
beginning? was a-
instinctually you want to just like be like this what I have. This you draw it real big. You draw a real big one. This is me. This is what I have.
I mean, I had a lot of fun. I would draw variation. I draw chodes sometimes. Like it was fun. Love drawing
Flying ones?
I used to love drawing
Circumcised,
like, really,
uncircumcised.
really deformed penises.
A withered worm, per se.
Yeah, actually.
Earthworm
draw
Jim
them.
type shit.
At
With
the-
laser gun and a helmet.
At the Art Institute right now, there's this exhibit.
On
It's
dicks.
like what's it called?
The cock
It's
exhibit.
something about like skies or something. It's a bunch of like Japanese scroll paintings. Drawings.
Oh, okay. I think I saw pictures. You went there with Melissa, right?
Yeah, it's a bunch of
I saw
Japanese
pics.
scroll drawings, and they're all very beautiful and stuff. But they're all set up in around this gallery space, and then there's these little sections where you have to kind of go behind a wall. You're like, what
It's like family video.
Yeah, like, what they put behind this wall? So like, there's no doors or anything, but there's an opening, and at the start of the opening, there's a sign that says, "This part of the gallery contains explicit content." And you're like, I'm walking through this.
Right.
So you walk through, and it's these like 12-panel scrolls of just people fucking.
Oh,
And
those
they have
ones.
And they have like
Yeah.
fucking like nasty turtle dicks, dude. Like they're like veiny and like cans, like soda cans, and they're going in. They're veiny. They get
It's
And there's
just
12 of them. There's
natural
12
instinct
of
to
them.
draw a dick
Was this
that.
like Edo period type?
Was this
Yeah.
like
Years.
older? Were they like
Older,
old?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
ancient.
ink.
ancient. Yeah,
Ancient.
and they would be given as like wedding gifts, as like a
Ooh.
like
Yeah,
a
it's
wiki
like
towel,
fertility.
like
Like
a
fertility?
yeah,
The
like
Kama
let them know.
Sutra.
Yeah,
Kama
yeah, yeah.
Sutra.
It's like the
Tell
Kama
them how to
Sutra
do it.
for sure. It lets the couples know, this is how to do doggy style. Essentially, this
This
is.
is-
There
well,
were
yeah.
some weird ones where there's like a foot in the puss.
Yeah, there was a foot in the puss,
Whatever.
or a couple
Gotta do
feet in
what
the
you
puss.
gotta
Box.
stretch it out first. Gotta get it gaping.
Yeah, for those giant can. They were
Exactly.
disgusting. I gotta say.
Well,
One
if
of the
anything, what
most
that shows
disgusting
is
dicks.
what no one was getting it on until they got married.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like that for a lot of cultures. Dude, and this is why porn is important.
Yes.
Because if you don't know what you're doing,
You're gonna look like a fucking idiot.
yeah, you won't know where to put it.
You'll put it in your own mouth. Is this how I do it? Oh. No, watch me. That's
All right.
That's a self-pleasure joke for you fans out there.
Freudian slip a little bit.
Yeah.
I've tried.
What's
I
the-
know all of you have tried too. So
Alex,
don't even act
do
like
you
it.
have all your ribs? Have you gotten any taken out?
Lift his shirt.
No,
That's
no, it's I got them all. You just have to be big,
Flexible.
flexible, and big.
You have to have a long torso. Be able to bend,
that's what I have.
It's the most fucked up thing you've ever jerked off to.
It's a good question. Bukkake, maybe? I don't know.
Have you actually?
Probably, man.
Damn.
I've jerked it to a lot of
Probably.
different porn.
Just kind of whatever
Several-
pops up.
Yeah,
Several
whatever, man.
videos going at
Sometimes
once.
it just works. Oh yeah, I'm like a 7-tabber.
Oh yeah,
kinda
you
guy.
go through the list and you keep some on
Yeah.
the on the
I'll
sideline.
like start
Yeah.
playing, and I'm like, no, this one. All right, now time for this, and then you're just like, ah.
It's like a magnum
A
opus.
sympathy.
You're
a
leading an
symphony-
orchestra.
it's a
Yes,
symphony of
exactly
moans.
like a symphony.
of
Yeah.
moans.
Leading an
You like
orchestra.
start it, and then you. Wait, here's the climax. Here's it.
It's like
In
that
an old
hentai panel
mountains.
we went to.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
All goes
That
perfectly
truly is art.
together.
Truly.
And then you're done, and you feel you feel like you're like, this
What
is
the-
my life.
what's
I'm
the
gonna
most-
Chop off my
just
cock.
close the tabs and move on.
What's
with
the
the
most-
day.
Clean
You just
yourself up.
you just Alt F4 it all. Just remove it immediately.
Just
gonna-
clean up.
What's the most fucked up porn you've seen though? Not Jack 2.
Oh,
but like that you've like
oh.
stumbled upon. through
Like
your
ones that
journey.
are meant to be messed up, or just like weird ones. Because
What's-
some are like,
What do you mean?
you know, the ones where like a guy gets like fucked by a horse or something.
Yeah, like shock.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like.
Totally.
I feel like nobody's actually like jerking off to that. It's just like,
Except people that are so far down.
yeah.
rabbit
But
hole.
then you have ones where like they are intended to be like more mainstream porn,
Like diaper play.
or like Smurfs. But like
Oh, okay.
people dressed like Smurfs.
Oh, like
I've seen, like,
SpongeBob
SpongeBob.
SquareNuts?
Yeah.
I've seen that live action
Seen
one.
stuff
Yeah,
like
SpongeBob
Where he's like
SquareNuts.
moldy. He's like
The fucked
like,
up like
Yeah.
Yeah.
makeup. It's like actually just disturbing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen ones
It
like
made
that.
me
That are
chuckle.
fucking weird.
Sandy's hot.
Chuckle. Mm.
Yeah, Sandy was good.
Sandy's good in that.
Damn, so we're just gonna talk about the weirdest shit I jerked off to, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
fine, I'll
good.
do
Yeah,
that.
that's
Move
fine.
on.
That we've jerked off to or that we've seen?
Let's just do
Both.
scene. I don't want to put our sexualities on the line.
Okay,
Diaper play.
the weirdest thing I've
No,
ever
just joking.
seen was a guy jerking off and then he puts his own finger into his urethra.
Ooh,
Didn't
Like
we-
all
that was at
sounding.
ASEN.
man.
That was at
at
AIDS. It was
That's
still the
true.
most
That is
weirdest
really
thing I've
fucked
ever
Yeah,
seen.
that actually that was pretty.
He's
strange.
dead now.
Yeah, he had
He had
AIDS. That's why he
That's
did
why
it by
he-
himself. That's why he
yeah,
had
he
to
had
jerk
to do
off
it
by
to him.
Does anyone
You know,
want something to drink? Sorry
beer?
to interrupt.
I'll just take water.
I'll take another water. So 3 waters
take a
and
beer.
a beer.
Damn,
You should
I
get a
got
tray.
enough hands.
Well, we don't have any water bottles. That's our bad. So bro's gonna go away
What?
right now. Yeah.
Should we
Fucked
pause
up
it?
thing.
No, we're gonna keep
Yeah,
going.
you can keep going.
Damn, it's
I'm
gonna
just
get long.
thirsty.
Yeah, he's just thirsty.
Oh, okay.
Do you not want your cup, bro? Oh, he's gonna grab a beer then.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's probably
I'm
right.
grabbing a beer.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, most
Fucked up porn you've seen.
scene. My God.
It's kind of difficult to think of.
Like what really made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Sure,
No,
yeah.
I want that.
Like you're wearing your VR, you got in the robotic arm to masturbate you, and then you're
my
just,
God.
oh shit, I don't want to be seeing this, but I'm getting off.
Dick in hand, and you just like
God.
stop. Like you're just like, what?
I can't think of like anything. Maybe.
You've just seen all the porn Al's ever seen is a man and a woman
Love missionary.
missionary
Missionary.
sex, maybe doggy style if he's feeling a little spicy.
No amateur stuff. 'cause
No
that's
amateur.
Not, that's
highly produced, good production
That-
values,
that's
good
breaking
script.
privacy.
Strictly for conception.
I think some of the most fucked up stuff is when like piss and shit is involved.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen like a weird video. I don't know if you'd call it porn, but it was a Japanese girl vomiting into a bowl,
Yeah, it's porn.
and then another guy is eating it out.
That's
Clam chowder.
Is that what it's called?
Video is called clam chowder.
Yeah.
Everybody, the video is called clam chowder.
Oh god,
Look it up on YouTube.com and you won't find
That's
it.
so gross.
that is. Like, there's some that are like disturbing too, where they're like overly rough to the point where it's like,
That's
I
horrifying.
mean, you know, Al and I can't just drink one.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
That's fair.
I think the majority of the porn
Think
I
the
see
water's
is
good
reasonable.
down
No,
Okay.
No.
I don't trust that wet bar.
Why?
It's a bar.
Is there a Brita filter?
No, there's
just
no
joking.
filter.
Well, yeah, it's
I've seen the
it's-
water come out brown on that thing.
Oh,
I
what
don't
the hell?
trust it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've drinking out of that.
I only
sink
drink
water over there.
distilled rainwater.
I only drink Dasani. Oh boy.
Did you not get my reference?
Love Dasani.
That or pure grain alcohol. I must keep my fluids clean.
Are you Nicolas Cage?
So-
Nick Cage, I don't know what.
No, General Ripper,
Nick Cage?
Doctor Strangelove.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in a minute.
Disappointing.
You just saw it in a comedy class, okay?
And
You
I
don't
saw
even-
it
you didn't even
I saw
see
it the semester before too in a cinematic
Get outta here,
critique
this
class,
guy.
and I saw it the semester before that just watching it for fun.
That's probably the last time I've seen it, that long ago, so
So a year ago.
about a year.
I don't know. It's a great film.
I'll
haven't
I'll
seen
rewatch it. I'll
I haven't seen that in like 8 years.
Well, maybe we should watch that after camera.
watch it during the
security camera
podcast.
man. Mystery
Okay, so
Science
you don't
Theater.
have any.
I mean, I was actually specifically going to bring up that SpongeBob one with
Spin-
fucked up
yeah,
makeup.
SpongeBob SquareNuts. Yeah, great video.
Weirdest load I've ever dropped. I don't know. Like, I've seen like all the shock ones, but it's like,
You guys ever spend a lot of time on Best Score,
yeah,
Pain Olympics?
No.
No,
that was proved fake.
don't
though.
like that.
Pain Olympics.
It
That
was?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I mean, I'm sure you can find the equivalent
Oh,
of real
yeah.
shit.
Well, I
Real
mean,
ball
when
tester
it
was.
comes to that, 3 Guys, 1 Hammer made me
Oh.
feel like I was going to hell.
I didn't eat
didn't see
for
that.
like that. Like
I
messed
couldn't.
up.
I couldn't. I didn't.
It disturbed me. For
Yeah,
like
I'd
3 days afterwards.
I was never disturbed by that stuff. The only thing
Have you seen it?
yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
No, but
Yeah.
not that.
But that particular
I don't think
video.
I've seen 3 Guys, 1 Hammer. The only thing that's messed me up for multiple days besides seeing hentai in the 3rd grade was Cannibal Holocaust back at my birthday party.
Oh,
I've
why
seen
did
that.
we see that?
I saw that when I was 17.
There.
I think I saw it younger. Was that younger? Was that maybe that was my 16th or 17th
That was your
birthday.
16th or 17th birthday, yeah.
Yeah, all my
I don't think I was 18
came.
at the time.
Yeah,
That's a
We're
brutal
the
one.
same age. Oh
you're a
my
year
God.
ahead of me.
We're the same age.
You're in school ahead of me.
But that doesn't change the birthdays.
What month were you born?
That's a little personal.
Okay.
I'm a Pisces.
What's
say
your
that.
CV? What's your
I'm a
CV? You're the last 3
I'm not
digits.
giving my social security number.
Okay, just your credit card information. Then.
Fuck that guy. I hate that guy. Some
Little
guy
hot dog man.
called me on
Oh yeah, fucking
Spot
spot
Hero.
hero
Fuck
asshole.
asshole. Anyway,
It's a long story.
most fucked up. One of the most fucked up things is it's just like they're in like a white room, and it's just like just a naked Asian girl, and she's like down, and the camera's just like right in there, and a hand comes out. It's got gloves on, and it opens her up, and then the other hand has a small squid in it.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up.
Just
That
puts
is
it-
really
just
fucked up.
puts
Was
it
it
in.
alive?
Yeah, live squid.
Oh,
At
fuck.
one point, you see like one come out.
Of what?
The tentacle.
Yeah, you see a tentacle come out of a vagina.
You know what? That explains a lot of hentai now.
Yeah, just a little guy, and like it was very difficult to get the squid in.
Well, yeah.
But once it got in,
It ain't coming out.
It's moist in there, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
That's where it wants to
habitable.
be. It's habitable.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is where we're cutting it for episode 6. We got a lot of footage from the last episode, that so much so that we're gonna split this up into 2 parts. So sorry if you guys were getting really into it at this point. You're just gonna have to wait until next week. So just hold your pants on. Stay tuned. We'll be back. Anything you want to say, bro?
Maybe just later this week. We'll see.
Bye.